Well, we've been following this entire Grand Theft Auto mod situation where, of course, all of the tools that were used to modify the game for single-player use as well as online use, which most people aren't sad about that because it kind of eliminates a lot of the cheaters online. Anyway, the tools have pretty much been removed with cease and desist. Well, it looks like Rockstar issued a statement kind of backing up the modders, and it looks like they actually went to Take-Two, stood up to them and said, hey, we want this to work with our modding community because they keep the game alive for the most part past what we put out. And they issued a statement online. Rockstar Games believes in reasonable fan creativity and in particular wants creators to showcase their passion for our games. After discussions with Take-Two, Take-Two has agreed that it generally will not take legal action against third-party projects involving Rockstar's PC games that are single-player, non-commercial, and respect the intellectual property rights of third parties. This does not apply to 1. Multiplayer or online services, 2. Tools, files, libraries, or functions that could be used to impact multiplayer or online services, or 3. Use or importance of other IP, including other Rockstar IPs, in the project. This is not a license. It does not constitute endorsement, approval, or authorization of any third-party project. Take-Two reserves the right to object to any third-party project or to revise, revoke, and or withdraw the statement at any time in their own discretion. This statement does not constitute a waiver of any rights that Take-Two may have with respect to third-party projects. Now, of course, the big one that everyone seems to be really mad about is the fact that Open4 has received a cease and desist and is currently offline. If you have the tool, you can use it, but you cannot go on their website and download the tool any longer. And that's because Take-Two pretty much had them take it down. It looks like Rockstar understands that tool is a big part of their game. I mean, that's really what's kept this game selling on PC. And they have said now that they are personally working with the developers of Open4 to try to get it back online to a degree. They don't want, and I understand this heavily, they don't want people to be modifying files that then use online to cheat and ruin the online experience. The developers of Open4 have even said, we did not design this tool for people to use online. Unfortunately, because of the way the tool works, it allows them to modify files that can go online. So it's this very weird situation. They want single-player mods, but they don't want you to cheat online. I understand that. But it looks like Rockstar understands more than Take-Two, considering Rockstar has had to pretty much go to Take-Two and say, stop destroying our community, stop making them mad at us, because that signature we were talking about, guys, the petition going around, has reached over 80,000 signatures now. So yeah, everybody is really, really frustrated. It sounds like Rockstar heard them. It sounds like Take-Two maybe didn't really care, but Rockstar had to go to them and say, hey, let's get this figured out. And at this point, I don't know when mods will come back up for Open4 or when development will continue on that, but it sounds like Rockstar is at least with them to the point where they're going to try to figure this out. My suggestion, I guess to an extent, is maybe to integrate Open4 with the game even, or at least figure out a way to basically cut it off from being used online. That's the tough part, because the program itself allows people to modify files. Specifically said in the section 2 that they released, they don't want people modifying files, and I understand that, especially when you go online with them. That's the big problem. Single player, they don't care about. Going online, they care about. So now we have to figure out a way to make that work, and that's going to be tough. It's going to be tricky. The only way, like I said, I can think of is if they integrate the mods with Open4 somehow into be part of the game, much like Skyrim kind of integrated mods with the Skyrim Special Edition, at least to an extent. I know Rockstar probably doesn't want to sell the mods because we saw the backlash that Bethesda has received for that now. So they just need to figure out a way to keep everyone online happy, keep everybody doing single-player mods happy. It's tough, but it looks like they're at least working it out. It's very good for Rockstar to go to Take-Two and say, hey, we can't do this. Like, we cannot destroy our game this way. It's too successful. Somehow they shoot themselves in their own foot by basically destroying single-player mods right now. So it looks like they're going to figure it out. Stay tuned, guys, because we'll keep an eye on the situation and see what happens going forward. See if they do figure it out in some way, shape, or form, and Open4 goes back online and people start modding up single-player again. I love the creativity. I'd hate to see it go away. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.